Hello everyone. Welcome into online education organized by Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation of Education Department. Myself, Sarika Andhre, Associate Teacher from DN Nagar Municipal Secondary Marathi School. Now, we are going to learn the English language of 9th standard. And our topic is auxiliaries. So, first I would like to welcome all 9th standard students into the academic year 2021 to 22-20. Due to COVID, from last year, we are taking online education by organized BMC. It is actually a good opportunity to us to take a education from home. So, our subject is English language. I have written here the English language rather than English subject, because most of time we call the English subject. According to me, I think there are some limitations in the English subject. If we decide we have to learn the language, English language, actually it is a very easy to learn the syllabus, prose, poetry, either grammatical things, whatever, and we can solve the easily question paper also. The result is we will get the maximum marks. And if we think limited, like I want to learn only this particular syllabus or a particular subject, there is some limitations. We have to acquire the basic things of any subject or a language. Most of times the students are unable to express their views, their opinions in English language. The question number 5, the writing skill. That time student knows the what he want to write, but there is a gap between the language and his thought. As compared to English, if we see in Marathi language, we are aware about the Marathi language and we can write easily 1 or 2, 3 papers within a 15 minute, 10 minute. But while we are facing the question paper of English, that time we are unable to present our knowledge on the paper. So what kind of things we have to learn to acquire the fulfill knowledge of language? That's why I mention here the English language. In this academic year, we have to learn the English language. The English language have 4 parameters like listening, speaking, reading, writing. In 9th standard, students are very well read English, even listening and read. Our problem is comes when we took a pen to write 1 page. We have a facing problem to speak with our teacher, to speak with our friends in English. So the basic things of subject we have to follow, that things are to know the particular grammatical knowledge, to know the particular structure of a sentences, to know the maximum new words of the language. भाषेविषयी नवीन नवीन शब्द आपल्याला माहित असले पाहिजे. मराठी ही आपल्या अंगवळणी आहे. आपण डे टू डे लाईफ वी आर युझिंग द मराठी लँग्वेज. त्यामुळं सहजतेने आपण त्याची उत्तरं लिहितो. पण इंग्रजीमध्ये आपला थोडासा अभाव पडतो की तिथं आपल्याला काय नसतं, प्रॅक्टिस नसते, ग्रामॅटिकल नॉलेज कमी पडतं. सो टुडे we are going to learn the grammatical things. What we learn in previous lecture? I think Vaishari Bari madam very well explain the difference between the 8th standard English book and the 9th standard English book. Even she explained the book cover what express. There are the wings. If we get the good knowledge, we can fly over. Even what is the new activities? What activities have in 8th standard and how they change in the 9th standard. Even poem appreciation is an essential part of our language. Language study, writing skill, whatever. We got the fulfilled knowledge in that previous lecture. So, we are going to learn today the auxiliary verbs, ज्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये सहाय्यकारी क्रियापदे असं म्हणतो. In last lecture, we learned the part of speech. There are the 8 types of a part of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb. So, before learn the auxiliary verb, we should know the what is meant by the verbs. So, what is meant by the verbs? Which are the words verb? How can we call them verbs? So, the word is indicate the particular activity, ज्याला आपण मराठीत कृती म्हणतो. In any sentence, if the word is indicating activity is going there, that is word is a verb. एखाद्या वाक्यामध्ये एखादा शब्द, जो शब्द कृती किंवा क्रिया चालू आहे हे दर्शवत असेल, त्याला आपण वर्ब असं म्हणत असतो. So, as you can see in this slide, in the first slide, left side, you can see the 2 boys are playing volleyball. So, they are playing means play. Play word is a verb. The activity is going there. The second one is someone is cooking delicious food. कुणीतरी छान पदार्थ बनवत आहे. So cook. To find out the cook. तो शब्द तुम्ही लक्षात घेतला पाहिजे. कुक म्हणजे काय? बनवणे. That is the verb. Next, the 2 guys are running. The activity is going. They are running. Run is a verb. The next one is a girl is a swimming. Swim. कुठलंही वाक्य दिल्याच्या नंतर त्या वाक्यामधलं आपल्याला वर्ब फाइंड आउट करता आलं पाहिजे. The next one is the guy is freely laughing. हसत आहे. The laugh word is a verb. Someone is reading book. To find the read is a verb. Sleeping or sleep is a verb. One dog is barking there. कुत्रा भुकत आहे. तो कुत्रा जो भुकत आहे, भुकणे म्हणजे क्रिया चालू आहे. Activity is going. So bark is a verb. In the next picture, we can see one boy is throwing volleyball or a ball and another one is catching. The activity is going. So this throw or a catch word are verbs. वर्ब म्हणजे काय हे आता तुमच्या लक्षात आलं असेल. So come to the point. What we learn today? The auxiliary verb. What is the spell of auxiliary? AUXILIARY. Auxiliary verb. We can call a helping verb or helper verb also. So, to whom we can call auxiliary verb? Verb लक्षात आलं. कशाला म्हणायचं सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद? The word is supported to the verb. क्रियापदाला सपोर्ट करणाऱ्या शब्दाला आपण वर्ब म्हणत असतो. हाऊ मेनी आर द ऑक्झिलरीज? आता बरेचसे प्रश्न पडले असतील तुम्हाला. हाऊ टू फाइंड आउट द ऑक्झिलरीज? सो लेट्स सी. What is an auxiliary verb? The first one question is, what is an auxiliary verb? An auxiliary verb is also called a helper verb. It comes before some verbs. Not all sentences have an auxiliary. See the basic thing about the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb we can call the helping verb also. त्यालाच आपण helper verb सुद्धा म्हणू शकतो. It is a synonym of that particular word. It comes before some verbs. If there is one sentence, she is a playing cricket. So play is a verb. Before that, helping verb is a is. So is a auxiliary. मूळ क्रियापदाला सहाय्य करणारा शब्द तो नेहमी क्रियापदाच्या आधी येत असतो. त्याला आपण ऑक्झिलरी म्हणत असतो. ऑक्झिलरीज नेव्हर कम आफ्टर द वर्ब्स. Auxiliaries always comes before the verb. So that is the basic thing. Not all sentences have an auxiliary. While we are speaking language, we are throwing the thousands of sentences. We are talking and talking. That time, each and every sentence have a different features, different structure, different grammatical base. So there is a no need in each and every one sentence should be included by a auxiliary verb. काही गरज नाहीये. प्रत्येक शब्दातच ऑक्झिलरी असेल असं काही नाही. Sentences with no auxiliary verb. बघा, here are some examples. These sentences are without auxiliary. I played a football last night. I walk this way to school every day. I like chocolate. So can you identify the verbs in these sentences? If we see the first sentence, I played football last night. काल रात्री मी फुटबॉल खेळत होतो. So खेळणे, played. That is the showing the activity. So that is the verb. Before that, there is I is a pronoun. So there is a no auxiliary. Without auxiliary, this is a sentence. Second one is I walk this way to school every day. मी रोज शाळेत जातो. So there is no auxiliary. Walk is a verb. And before that, there is no auxiliary. The last one is I like chocolates. मला chocolates आवडतात. If we say she is like chocolates, she is taking chocolates. So is auxiliary, but there is no auxiliary. Means auxiliary is an essential part in a grammatical or in a sentence, but it plays his role as per recommend the sentence. वाक्याच्या सोयीनुसार ऑक्झिलरीचा वापर करण्यात येत असतो. So why we use the auxiliaries in our language and what are the benefits? The answer is a verb that is used with a main verb to show tense, etc., or to form a question. For example, be, do, or have. These are also the primary auxiliaries. So काळ वगैरे दाखवणारे किंवा प्रश्नार्थक वाक्य करताना वापरले जाणारे मुख्य क्रियापदाबरोबर वापरायचे इंग्रजीतील बी, डू किंवा हॅव यासारखे क्रियापद म्हणजे सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद. While we are writing any sentence, if there is auxiliary used for to show the sentence, त्या वाक्यातील काय दर्शवण्यासाठी त्याचा उपयोग होतो. If we want to make a question form, एखाद्या वाक्याचा आपल्याला प्रश्नार्थक वाक्य करायचं आहे, that time also use the auxiliary. There are the lot of uses of auxiliaries in our language. So why should we learn the auxiliaries in 9th standard? The reason is simple. I already explained. If we want to attempt all the questions in question paper, we have to know we have to acquire the particular language knowledge. भाषेचं ज्ञान असणं गरजेचं आहे. जोपर्यंत आपल्याला भाषेचं ज्ञान नसेल, we will unable to express our thoughts. In our question paper, there is a 20 marks for a writing skill. जवळपास 20 मार्क तुमचे रायटिंग स्किलला आहेत. There is no any particular book to read that and write in your answer sheet. तिथं पर्टिक्युलर असा परिच्छेद वाचून तसा तुम्हाला लिहायचा नाहीये. At that moment, you have to express your own thought regarding that question. त्या प्रश्नाशी संबंधित तुम्हाला तुमचं मत मांडायचं आहे. There is the evaluation of your language. एक लक्षात घ्या, कुठलाही विषय, भाषा विषय जेव्हा तुम्हाला परीक्षेमध्ये असतो किंवा त्याचा पेपर असतो, तिथे फक्त तुमचं नॉलेज नाही तर तुमचं त्या भाषेविषयीचं नॉलेजचं इव्हॅल्युएशन होत असतं. विद्यार्थ्यांना ही गोष्ट माहीत असणं गरजेचं आहे. सो फर्स्ट थिंग, रिमूव्ह फ्रॉम युअर माइंड द इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट. तो फक्त केवढासा काढायचा आहे. तिथं तुम्हाला मला इंग्रजी भाषा शिकायची आहे हे जर लक्षात घेतलं तर इट इज इझी टू राईट आन्सर. तुम्हाला तिथं खूप सोपं जाईल. सो द आन्सर इज, it is useful to write a writing skill. Even we have to speak. If we are getting a 90 above marks in examination, but even we are unable to speak even single word, you will not get marks in oral. There is a format. 80 plus 20 is equal to 100. 80 marks for the written. There will be a arranged question paper by a government. 20 marks is a oral. तिथे तुम्हाला तुमच्या शिक्षकांसोबत संभाषण करायचं आहे. So you have to speak with your teachers. You should know knowledge how to speak, how to make single sentences, how you can write without help of your teacher friends. So for all that we have to learn the auxiliaries. If we know the 28 auxiliaries, definitely we will able to speak fluent English. भाषेचं ज्ञान किंवा भाषा बोलण्यासाठी महत्वाच्या ह्या सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद आहेत. त्यांचा वापर कसा करायचा, कशा पद्धतीने पर्टिक्युलर त्याचा इंग्रजी मध्ये वापर झालेला आहे, तो जर आपल्याला लक्षात आला तर it is convenient to speak. And if you are able to speak, you can write easily. तुम्हाला ते लिहायलाही सोपं पडेल. So which are the types of auxiliaries? We understood what is the main concept of auxiliary, the definition of auxiliary. Now there are the two types of auxiliaries. First one is a primary auxiliaries and model auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries, as we can call the basic auxiliaries also, ज्याला आपण मूलभूत प्राथमिक स्वरूपाच्या. If someone asks you which are the basic auxiliaries, you have to know it is a primary auxiliary. It is a different word but meaning is a same. And second one is a model auxiliaries. So let's see which are the primary auxiliaries. Primary or basic auxiliaries are divided into three types: the to be's auxiliary, to do's auxiliary, and to have auxiliaries. If we see in the to be's auxiliaries, the am, is, are, was, were, shall be, will be. In to do's auxiliaries, do, does, or did. Do we have auxiliaries? Have, has, had, shall have, and the last one is a will have. If we see to do's auxiliary, these are auxiliaries used in a present tense, past tense, or a future. While we are speaking that time, we never talk in only a present tense. we are explaining our experience, what happened in the past. We are sometime expressing our desire, our will about the future. So that time we should know the which auxiliary should be used in a present tense. Like if we are using the to be's auxiliary, am is are used in a present tense, was were used in a past tense, shall be will be used in a future tense. If we are using to do's auxiliary in a present tense, we have to use the do or does. We have to use did in a past tense, and there is a no auxiliary in a future tense. It is an exceptional case. If we see the to have has used in a present tense, had used in a past tense, and shall have, will have, it is a use in a future tense. In 8th standard also, maybe all of you are well aware about these words. Am, is, are. We are making the small sentences. She is playing a cricket. They are coming to my home. I was a child. Whatever. These are the well known. But what about the modal auxiliaries? Modal auxiliary verbs are playing essential role while we are writing any letter, any story, any paragraph writing or whatever, or even speaking also. So basically, we should know the modal auxiliaries, the use, how they change the meaning of sentence, all that things. So first I would like to introduce which are the modal auxiliaries. The first one is a can, could, might, may, should, must, will, would, or a shall. These are the 9 modal auxiliaries, as well as there are the some semi-modal auxiliaries. There are 4 semi-modal auxiliaries. There, need, used to, out to. Primary auxiliaries, modal auxiliaries, and semi-modal auxiliaries. These whole are 28 auxiliaries. We have to know the particular auxiliaries meaning. प्रत्येक ऑक्झिलरीचा आपल्याला मराठीत अर्थ माहित असणं गरजेचं आहे. हाऊ टू यूज दॅट ऑक्झिलरी, त्याचा कसा वापर करायचा, इन विच टेन्स, कुठल्या काळामध्ये कुठली ऑक्झिलरी वापरायची, वी हॅव टू दॅट अ नॉलेज. Let's see the modal auxiliaries one by one. You can see in this slide, the first one is a can. So when we can use can, if we are showing any ability inbuilt us, आपल्यामध्ये असणारी एखादी क्षमता, whenever we are showing that time, use the can. Here is an example. I can speak 4 language. I can speak 4 language. Here use the can. मी 4 भाषा बोलू शकते. I can speak means it is my ability. I can make a delicious food. It is my ability. While you are showing your ability, either another person ability, he can make a delicious food. Whatever. आपण जेव्हा क्षमता दर्शवत असतो, that time we use the can. If we are offering someone something, जर कुणाला आपण काही ऑफर करत असतो, त्यावेळेस सुद्धा कॅनचा वापर होतो. कॅन आय हेल्प यू, मी तुमची मदत करू शकतो का. इफ समवन इज इन ट्रबल, दॅट टाइम युजली वी आस्क, कॅन आय हेल्प यू, कॅन आय आस्क यू, कॅन आय गिव्ह यू, वॉट एव्हर. Means we are offering someone something, that time also we can use a can. The third one is a possibility. If we want to show someone it will be happen, असं घडू शकतं, अशी शक्यता आहे, शक्यता वर्तवण्यासाठी. If we run fast we can fall, असं पण म्हणतो की खूप जोरात पळत तर पडू शकतो. Means there is a possibility, maybe it will be happen. So we can see in everywhere smoking can cause cancer. स्मोकिंग मुळे कॅन्सर होऊ शकतो. There is a possibility that time also we can use the can. कॅनला आपण काय म्हणतो, शक्य नाही मराठीमध्ये. इट विल बी हॅपन, किंवा हे करू शकतो, तो बोलू शकतो, मी चालू शकतो, वॉट एव्हर. बट इट्स चेंज ऍज पर द रिक्वायर्ड सेंटेन्स. वाक्यानुसार त्याचा अर्थ बदलत असतो. इफ वी want to request to someone, that time also it is a useful. Can you hand me the pen? जर आपल्याला कुणाला रिक्वेस्ट करायची आहे, कॅन यू हँड मी द पेन, तुझी पेन देतो का, दॅट टाइम ऑल्सो वी कॅन यूज द कॅन. These all are the positive or assertive sentence or a question also there. But can is used in a negative form also, like a can not. You can't smoke here. If we want to oppose someone, for that time, we can use the cannot. You can't smoke here. तुम्ही इथे स्मोक करू शकत नाही. You can't come inside. तुम्ही आतमध्ये येऊ शकत नाही. That time we are opposing to someone. So there is also a can useful. The last one, if we want to take a permission, if you want to take permission from your teacher, if you want to take permission from your parents, friends, whatever, that time also use the can. Can I use your book please? मी तुझं पुस्तक वापरू शकतो का? Can I take this glass? Can I ask you one question? It is manners. If we want to something from someone, that time we are taking the permission. That time also it is a क्वेश्चन फॉर्म. इथं प्रश्न विचारलेला आहे, बट प्रश्न विचारलेला आहे पण तो कसा आहे, परमिशन आहे. इफ यू वॉन्ट टू टेक परमिशन, दॅट टाइम ऑल्सो यूज द कॅन. सो द कॅन वर्ड इज यूज इन अ लँग्वेज इन अ डिफरंट सिच्युएशन. प्रत्येक वेगवेगळ्या परिस्थितीमध्ये कॅनचा अशा पद्धतीने आपल्याला वापर होऊ शकतो. आणि आपल्याला रायटिंग स्किल मध्ये सुद्धा याचा छान पद्धतीने उपयोग होतो. सो बिफोर दॅट वी हॅव टू नो द कॅन अँड यूज ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर वर्ड. ओके, लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट वन. कुड. Using could as a model verb in the past. The difference between can and could is a can use in a present tense and could use in a past tense. The first one, we used to talk about possibility in the past. She could have been a doctor. While we are writing a story writing, that time full story we are write in a past tense. That time could is a very important. जेव्हा आपण स्टोरी रायटिंग लिहितो त्यावेळेस स्टोरी ही कधी प्रेझेंट टेन्स मध्ये नसते किंवा फ्युचर टेन्स मध्ये नसते. स्टोरी ऑलवेज इन अ पास्ट टेन्स बिकॉज दॅट इज अ स्टोरी. सो दॅट टाइम could is a playing essential role because could word or auxiliary is used in the past. भूतकाळातील घडलेल्या घटनांचे कथन करण्यासाठी कुडचा वापर होतो. सो हिअर इज अ सेंटेन्स, शी कुड हॅव बीन अ डॉक्टर. तो डॉक्टर होऊ शकला असता. इन द पास्ट टेन्स. नाव ही इज नॉट अ डॉक्टर, बट आय एम टॉकिंग अबाउट हिज पास्ट, त्याच्या भूतकाळाविषयी बोलत आहे. द नेक्स्ट वन इज, वी यूज टू टॉक अबाउट द पास्ट ability, क्षमता. If we want to talk about the someone's ability about in a future, भूतकाळातील त्याच्या क्षमतांविषयी. So that time also use the could. For example, when I was young, I could swim. जेव्हा मी तरुण होतो, now I am not a young. When I was young, that time I could swim. तो पोहू शकत होता. The third one is, we used to talk about the possibilities in the past, but it didn't happen. Possibilities. मे बी इट हॅपन किंवा तर असं झालं असतं भूतकाळामध्ये. शी कुड हॅव बी अ फेमस बट शी डिड नॉट वॉन्ट टू. ती प्रसिद्ध होऊ शकली असती बट शी डिड नॉट वॉन्ट टू. तिची इच्छा नव्हती किंवा झाली नाहीये. सो इट इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी. शक्यता वर्तवण्यासाठी सुद्धा याचा वापर होतो, पण भूतकाळामध्ये. We use the expressions how could you to show the disapproval. How could you leave me? We are expressing now a feeling about the past, that time. How could you leave me? आता नाही, भूतकाळामध्ये तो असं कसं वागू शकतो किंवा while we are expressing our emotions in a present tense and we are talking about in a past tense, that time is also useful. We used to talk about the impossibility in the past. अशक्यप्रत गोष्टी भूतकाळातल्या विषयी सुद्धा पण बोलताना पुढचा वापर होतो. आय कुड नॉट हॅव लेफ्ट माय पेन ॲट स्कूल. मी माझा पेन शाळेत सोडायला नाही पाहिजे होता, तो ऑलरेडी सोडलेला आहे. बट आय एम expressing here the impossibility. It is not now possible to change that a particular thing, but I'm talking about that, so I can use a could. And we use when a reporting clause with can as a past event. I already told you there are so many events in our life, so many things happen in the past. So to express that things we can use the could. Here is an example. She told me she could fall in love with me in the past, in the particular past manners. Okay. So the next one or third one is a model auxiliary is a may. May is a use for a permission, possibility to a request, whatever. ह्याचा सुद्धा आपल्याला वापर होतो, but most of times it's used in a present tense. She may be at home. She may be at home. इथे आपण कॅन नाही वापरत, इथे आपल्याला शक्यता दर्शवायची आहे. We can use she may be at home. I may be at your home. It is a prediction, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो की कथित करणे. It will be happen. Not a confirm, hypothesis ज्याला म्हणूया आपण, परिकल्पना मांडणे. मे बी, सी मे बी ॲट होम, ती घरी असेल. The second one, we usually ask in our classroom, may I sit here? May I come in, teacher? May I ask you one question, teacher? That time we are taking the permission with a politely. इथे मॅनर्स जे म्हणतो आपण, आपला पोलाइटनेस, भाषेविषयी. भाषा बघा वेगवेगळ्या स्वरूपाची असते. इन एव्हरी सिच्युएशन द सेंटेन्सेस आर सेम बट द मॅनर्स चेंज. द पोलाइटनेस ऑफ अ लँग्वेज इज अ व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. अँड वाईल यू आर रायटिंग दॅट इज while your paper evaluate, that time also the evaluator see all those things, how he write. So if we want to take a permission, that time also we use the may. For example, may I sit here? Either if you want to give permission, तुम्हाला जर परमिशन द्यायची असेल तरी सुद्धा तुम्ही त्याचा वापर करू शकता. Yes, you may go now. Yes, you can sit here. Yes, you can come inside. In both situation, the particular may auxiliary is used. If we want to request someone, may I have the bill please? मला कृपया बिल मिळेल का, अशा पद्धतीने आपण पोलाइटली रिक्वेस्ट करत असतो. That time also the may is playing an essential role. Okay, the next one, might. Might is a past form of a may. May जसं प्रेझेंट टेन्स मध्ये वापरलं जातं तसं might हे past tense मध्ये वापरलं जातं. Might refers to event that are hypothetical or possible but very unlikely. I already told you the might is a use in a past tense, and it is presenting the opinion of hypothetical things will not happen 100%. जिथं एक भविष्य विषय किंवा एक कथित केलं जातं पण तसं होईलच असं नाही. एक अंदाज की हा मे बी कदाचित, माइट म्हणजे काय कदाचित, इट विल बी हॅपन. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, if you get ready in a 5 minutes, you might be able to catch your plane. If you ready within a 5 minutes, might be able to catch your plane. If you walk fast, you might be reach on the place at your particular time. जर लवकर लवकर चालला तर कदाचित तू वेळेत पोहोचशील. It's a depend. If you do these things, maybe it will happen. अशा पद्धतीने घडू शकते हे दर्शवण्यासाठी माइटचा उपयोग होतो. Might is the same verb but in the past tense. Same verb means might is the same as a may, but it used in a past tense. Jimmy might have tried to contact me earlier, but my phone was switched off. This sentence format is in a past tense, so here use the might. Might have is the best to use in the past tense. I already explained. Might is always used in a past tense. The next one auxiliary is a should. Should is a use to give a suggestion, to give advice someone. You have to do these things we are normally calling saying. But that time we can say you should do study hard to get a maximum marks in your examination. तू हार्ड कठीण अभ्यास करायला पाहिजे. You should do regular study. तू नियमित अभ्यास करायला पाहिजे. Then you will get the marks. It is a suggestion. तुम्ही एखाद्याला सल्ला देताय, सजेस्ट करताय. That time we have to use the should. Means should म्हणजे काय, पाहिजे, हे करायला पाहिजे, त्या पद्धतीने आणायला पाहिजे, असं व्हायला पाहिजे. So that time we are using the should. Advice or a suggestion. For example, your hair is too long. You should get a haircut. In next one, situation like in the present. Mary should be at home now. Give her a call. It's depend on a situation also. That time also we can use the should. Likely in the future. If we are predicting something, it will be happen. You have to do these things in the future. That time also we can use the should. For example, they should win tonight. They are a better team. They are not won. They will win if they are a better team. जर ती चांगली टीम असेल तर नक्कीच जिंकेल. It will be a happen in a future tense. So we can predict also. That time also we can use should. Should use in a part participles also. The subject did not fulfill their obligation in the past or did not act responsibly. You should have given your boss the report yesterday when he asked for it. Should is not only used in a present form. If we can use with a have or a past participant, it will be used in a past tense also. The next one is a must. We use must to express a stronger point of view. We have to. The modal must also expresses opinion, one person point of view. Baga. While we are talking, that time we are suggesting or we are saying someone, you have to do this time. Either we are saying, I must to do this work. You must to do this work. म्हणजे गरज आहे, ते केलंच पाहिजे, नियमात आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, We must fasten our seat belts while we are traveling in a plane. That time we must fasten our seat belt. Either whatever thing happens, काही होऊ शकतं. जेव्हा प्लेन मध्ये असेल तेव्हा आपण आपले सीट बेल्ट बांधलेच पाहिजे. इट इज अ नेसेसरी, गरजेचं आहे. That time we are also using the must. You must stop playing computer games. You must stop playing computer games. त्याचे काही परिणाम असू शकतात, पण सध्या तू ते बंद करणं गरजेचं आहे. While we are talking the needy things, एकदम गरजेची आहे, किंवा पर्टिक्युलर things which are the essential, which are the in rules, ते नियमात आहेत. That time most of times use the must. The next one, she must learn to drive, it will be a very useful. The last one, banks must examine all documents, it is a needful. If bank is a must examine all document, because so it is a essential thing, महत्वपूर्ण गोष्ट आहे, ते आपण केल्याच पाहिजे. बँकेनं डॉक्युमेंट व्हेरीफाय केलेच पाहिजे. सो इट इज अ मस्ट, गरजेचं आहे. सो अशा वेळेस आपण मस्टचा वापर करतो. And the wood, next one, when we can use the wood, it is showing the things will happen. For example, it's depend on the conditions also. If we had a car, we would drive to work. The next one, if he had gone to the party, he would have seen a lot of things. यामध्ये जर तुमच्याकडे कार असेल तर तुम्ही ती ड्राईव्ह करू शकता किंवा करू शकाल. इट इज अ पॉसिबल. वुड यू lend me a pen please? You can use it in a request form also. If we want to offer it, that time also we can use. Would you like me to drive you? Would you like me to drive you home? You can offer someone, that time also use. If the future in the past, there is a sentence, we thought we would arrive on time but we were late. If we are talking about past and prediction, what we have given in the past about the future, that time also use the would. So the sentence is in a past tense, but talking about the future. We thought we would arrive on time but we were late. आम्ही लेट झालो होतो, पण आम्हाला काय वाटलं की आम्ही टाइमवर येतो, but it not happen. तर तसं घडलेलं नाही. Habit in the past. While we are talking about the habits, what habits I have in the past, that time also would is useful. For example, when I live in the country, I would go for a walk in the wood every day. When I was in that particular country, when I was child, that time I was swim, I would to go market. When I was child, I would go to market. मी नियमित मार्केट मध्ये जातो. कधी? When I was child, means in the past tense. That was my habit. It is showing habit. That time we can use the would. And the last one is a shall or a will. Shall or will is also very useful, and frequently we use the shall or will. But most of students are confused when I can use shall and when I can use will. Both words are the majorly same. The meaning is the same. I will come home, I shall come home, मी येईल, मी घरी येईल. It is the same. But the use of a shall and will, when I can use, as you can see here, the pronoun I, we, you, he, she, it and they. इथे बघा आपल्याला काय दिलेले आहे? प्रनाउन, सर्वनाम दिलेले आहेत. फक्त एकच गोष्ट लक्षात घ्यायची आहे की shall is a use with I and we. Will you can use with all these words, all these pronoun. shall फक्त तुम्हाला I आणि we सोबत वापरायचं आहे. The will तुम्ही पूर्ण प्रनाउन्सोबत सर्वनामांसोबत वापरू शकता. We use shall to talk about the future. We, however, use shall in sentences beginning with I or a we. Though we can also use will in such a sentences. See, we can use shall with a particular pronoun I or a we. Either will we can use with a particular I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. There is a no restrictions. The example is I shall go to the market. Here we can say I will go to the market. It is not a it's not change the meaning of a sentence, but you cannot use the they shall like that. The next one is we shall sleep early. We can use here we will sleep early also. Shall or will is used in a case of a wish, desire, will, confidence in the future. While we are speaking in English language, that time we are expressing our emotion. We are talking about the future also. Even we are expressing our wishes. What will I do in a future? That time, either our desire, either our confidence. That time, will or shall is a most important. I will be a good doctor. मी चांगला डॉक्टर होईल. Will be किंवा will म्हणजे त्याचा पर्टिक्युलर भविष्य कथन करण्यासाठी वापर होतो. मे बी इट इज अ शाल और अ विल, डझंट मॅटर. फॉर एक्झाम्पल्स, आय शाल विजिट द नरन द नेक्स्ट मंथ. हियर वी कॅन से I will visit Naran the next month. The meaning will not change. The next one, Ali will receive us at the railway station. Ali काय करेल? स्टेशनला रिसीव्ह करेल. इट इज अ प्रेडिक्शन इन अ फ्युचर. फ्युचर मधलं सांगितलेले. अलीने आता रिसीव्ह केलेलं नाहीये. Either it is used in a WH form also. That's a question form also. Will you lend me your camera? तुझा मला कॅमेरा थोडा वेळ देशील काय? This is the question. That time also we can use. Will you go with me? माझ्यासोबत येशील का? Shall I close the door? Either you can say the will I close the door? The last one is shall I stay with you? You can call or you can say will I stay with you? Means in the short, will or shall are the same meaning, but shall you can use with a I or we, and will you can use with a all the words. In a particular assertive sentence, in a negative sentence, or in a question, WH questions also. म्हणजे प्रश्नार्थकामध्ये सुद्धा तुम्हाला त्याचा वापर होतो. So all over we have see the 28 auxiliaries, the primary auxiliaries, modal auxiliaries, and the semi-modal auxiliaries also. Due to the time period, we have to stop here. I think there is some assignment for you. One is to prepare a chart of auxiliaries. जो ऑक्झिलरीज पूर्ण ज्या आहेत त्याचा एक तुम्ही चार्ट प्रिपेअर करणं अपेक्षित आहे. टू know the meaning of particular that auxiliaries and to use in your sentence or in your language. The second one is find sentences of a model auxiliaries in textbook. आपण ज्या शिकलेल्या आहेत might, may, must, would, can, could, should, will, shall, out वगैरे, ज्या ऑक्झिलरीज आहेत, ज्या मॉडेल ऑक्झिलरीज ज्या शिकल्यात त्या ऑक्झिलरीजचे जे वाक्य तुमच्या इंग्रजी पुस्तकामध्ये आलेले आहेत. इफ यू रीड द टेक्स्ट बुक दॅट टाइम यू विल रिअलाइज येस देर इज अ दिस सेंटेन्स. सी विल बी अ प्ले फुटबॉल means सी विल बी अ प्ले फुटबॉल. देर इज ऑक्झिलरी means that is the auxiliary sentence. So you can find out those the sentence. Either you can take a pencil and underline. So it will be easy to acquire the knowledge of auxiliaries. So all of you, I hope so, understood the what is meant by auxiliaries, the type of auxiliaries, which are the auxiliaries, and how we can use that auxiliaries day to day life, and while we are writing or solving a question paper. So I think I shall stop here. Thank you so much, all of you.